I'm starting to look and feel better. My face is no longer like poofy, and I'm at the bottom of the clipith. I'm not running the clipith energy from the root chakra up though. My crown chakra is kind of closed, but I feel very out of body. Like I'm not like I don't feel the energy coming through my face, etc., etc. So I'm trying to reattach this idea of putting my energy or feeling more grounded inside my own form. The first mental body was awesome. I got better downloads, quicker downloads, in touch with the higher divine femme that runs circles around all and any concepts that I had before. Hermione's weird. Ravenclaw's weird. Okay, so Hermione's weird because she fits in Ravenclaw. We don't understand. Like Ravenclaw's for the smart people. Intelligence begets itself. So like, please join Ravenclaw. And if you're doing the seraphim work, definitely get the mental body so you get the higher femme downloads. Now, this is for men too, but it's definitely for women. Definitely. So I am coming back from war, and we're on day 2 of the install for the mental bodies. And I'm hearing Eowyn, Eowyn, Eowyn. And this is going to be the CHESED discourses. And I go, I'm not Eowyn. One, I'm Archangel Kamael. And I'm hearing this from Elijah. Eowyn. Eowyn. Because he thinks he's fucking Vigo. And he's so ugly on the inside that I can't even have a conversation with him. And my mental bodies and my life, it runs circles around him times like 3. And all I'm hearing is Eowyn. So I do clean out more of the clipith, and I can't. And all the mental bodies created the entire downloads for the CHESED discourses, at least part 1. And this is going to be fabulous. They want you to be a warrior ninja and super rad and super smart and transcendent beyond all means. But they also want you to look like you walked out of a magazine doing it. I'm sorry, can I present that again? They want you to look like you just walked out of a magazine doing it. It's the same thing with Simon. I just went on a hunger strike and I starved to death. And I didn't put on makeup when I met him, and he treated me the same way. So there's no humanity. So like I could be performing heroic acts of anything. The fact that I don't present myself like I'm walking out of a magazine doing it makes them call me Eowyn. You're not the star. You don't even look like it. Some guy, like, you're so ugly. Like you're just a psychopath that thinks Elijah is talking to you in the astral planes for 10 years. So because you're not pretty enough for him. Oh, wait, here's the better one. Like Elijah going, I'm a millionaire, I can get whatever I want. Simon says the same thing. They all fucking say it. And they're all just complete trolls on the inside. And by this time, you're a Ravenclaw. And like, wait, we're just a Gryffindor. Anything. And you're so beautiful on the inside. And you're like a master. And you have to hear them go, ew. And their ascension is literally built off of your grace and cleverness. Because you want to save them, because you feel sorry for them and pity them. Because to get to this level, like, you had to have learned the lessons of true love. And they haven't even come close. And you've found out every single energetic exception or loophole to help them ascendio. And then they call you Eowyn. And it makes you feel ugly. Like, there's no self-awareness of their own issues at all. Number one. So they're calling you Eowyn. So they're presenting you like you're on trial at all cost. But they're not, because they have money. Or they're a man, or they're a millionaire. Simon and Elijah are the same exact person. And it's bizarro and insulting. They'll find true love on the inside someday. I think the only guy who didn't ever call me like Eowyn and make me feel ugly was Shay. During my hunger strike. The guy that would take me around on a beach, walking 5 miles a day and having fun and creating a sense of jovialness and transcendence while I was starving. And then he'd push me around in a grocery cart. See, I call myself Eowyn when I flunder with a word. Okay. So he'd push me around in a grocery cart while we get his groceries after we had our day on the beach doing psycho work, and I gotta starve. And he found a way to make this pleasurable and fun for me. Never did he call me Eowyn. So, zero self-awareness on their hand, 100% self-awareness on mine. I get it. I don't look like I walked out of a. I don't look like I don't look like Angelina Jolie. I get it. Okay. I also get that I don't look like Liv Tyler, and I don't wear makeup. And like, I don't look like Liv Tyler as Arwen. And I don't even look like Claire Danes, because I am a real person instead of a product. So it's pretty insulting and bizarre. I'm spending more of my time like trying to save kids out of a rape trade. And like he won't show up because I'm Eowyn. Okay, so he's definitely not Vigo. And my brain needs to be so smart that it calculates all their crap. Because now I have to accommodate for every single quantum thought that they need to produce in the astral field. And now I need to get smarter. But not just that. We're going to call this second body the beauty body. It's where our own body regenerates from the bottom of the clipith at such a high level that we step into our Arwen space, because this is an ascended master class. And I want to be more beautiful than both of these dipshits at all cost for infinity on the outside. And I'm never going to give them the beauty body. This is for people that have this magic is for people who have unlocked the true ANR, true Gaebra, true Ravenclaw. People who have sacrificed and learned and earned. Because Alasia's money and Simon's money don't look like inner beauty to me, but they think it's equivalent. And it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And even if they show up, even if they help, I have to hear their quantum processing in their brain, their reptile, about all their condemnation about what I look like on the outside while I'm getting knife raped. So this is for firefighters and cops. This is for doctors, and teachers, and nannies, and personal assistants that look like pepper pots on the inside. So this is for, seriously, this is not for actresses. This is not for models. This is not for anybody other than actual service people. This is the Dalai Lama's a confessed person. Like, oh, if the Dalai Lama was a female, she'd need to be beautiful so people would want to look at her. Okay, so this is not for people like that. This is for people who put everything forward. Geniuses, chess masters. Okay, everything forward at all cost. The beauty body. So what we do is we step to our left. And you may have already felt the mental shifts or the energetic shifts where you step outside your own body even more because we're setting up a full cellular regeneration. Now everyone else can have a health body. But the beauty body is to specifically remind everyone oh, I'm sorry, I don't look like Angelina Jolie. So now you can knife rape me and starve me to death. This is for old ladies that sacrificed. So again, it's the Maureen O'Hara, Sophia Loren, Angelina Jolie in Maleficent. Like if you want Angelina Jolie, like in Gia, like because you're an ascended master. And we are putting in these new matrix grids for that level. That's who deserves it in life. I was passed over for Greta. I was left to starve to death on a beach. And so some people are going, well, then she's the Archangel Haniel, and that's so bullshit. Because Archangel Haniel is the girl that becomes absolute grace to Maleficent or Kalima. And that was Isla. 100%. So Isla looks like kind of a freaky alien too. Isla was the one at the bottom of the Clipith, so she gets the beauty body. And this is life. Because Ray looks like shit. And Hermione in the books looks like shit. And Daenerys is a bald girl. And they make these characters look like movie stars when they're doing God's work. And they don't actually look like that. Hermione was kind of ugly. Daenerys is bald and has issues. And Ray wore Gaebera puffy face. And it's so material. It's so materialistic. But we don't have to waste our time in Ravenclaw listening to 1 inch of wasted energy produced on their end in denial of subservience to us because of the way we look or appear on the outside. That's like people looking at Mother Earth and going, she looks like a dump truck, so I don't need to serve her. I don't need to die for Mother Earth. I would only die for a planet that looks like Pandora. So we're giving Mother Earth. Mother Earth is asking for the health body for layer number 2, but there will be a beauty body inlay for people that pass a Ravenclaw Nexa. And then everyone gets to see what, like, real love looks like. Because I can guarantee you Jennifer Lawrence was a fucking knife rapist. And so was Emma Stone. Emma Watson, on the other hand, did really nice work. And Misty, so you can feel Emma Watson's light. Okay. And then there's Maeve. She just runs indigo, so it's like really easy. So there are some actresses that have some grace that helped out a lot. A lot. And then Misty Copeland is another. So I like mine, like for me, for my beauty body, it's like the Misty Copeland body. Because it's elegance with the divine femme, but it's ninja. And that's what I choose in life. But you can feel, even with Misty Copeland's body, and this is not, honey. She's not a waif. This is not my criticism on her, because that's the girl, like, I would choose Misty. Because I have, like, depth and beauty and love. And I look at Misty like she's perfect. In every way. But I know some troll looks at Misty and goes, she's too fat. or it's too Gabera instead of like waif. Bizarro. All right. If you try to install this beauty body without like A&R marks, you're gonna get a really big lesson in life. So you're either gonna go get them like now. Chances are you're either a troll that watches my videos, a troll, or somebody who loves me in reality and likes what we've been doing and was my friend when I was poor and homeless and a total social awkward reject. Elijah is pissing on the fact that I'm homeless. Just so everybody knows. Ew, she's homeless. Without any self-regard to why or self-awareness that he's the reason. And he feels no need not one need to show up, repair any of the damage done. And I should not have any self-worth because I'm homeless and poor and a hunger striker that looks old and ugly now. Because he used the little bit of youth and external beauty I had up. He used it up the last 15 years, torturing me to death. I am a movie star. I will have you arrested if you even try to talk to me. I'm allowed to sexually assault you all day long in the astral planes. And if you hold me accountable, you will be in handcuffs. And I'll sue you. And I'll screw you and slay you online. Aowen. You're at the mercy of getting knife raped in the real world by what I can get away with and what I can pay a cop off. Yes, he has said this in the astral planes very intently. The beauty body. He said he was going to hunt me down with Conan O'Brien to have them gang knife rape me. In the real world, in the physical world. So everybody knows. No, Elijah would never have a thought like that. Or an intention. Because he's a movie star. So, like, those people don't even pass code. Like, because they just live in a bubble of self-delusion. Oh, the last thing. I know you think you're pretty, but you're not. I want him to always know that he said that to me. I know you think you're pretty, but you are not. So you should feel pretty grounded in your root chakra. At the bottom of the clipit, there should be a lot of energy and power. And then I hear somebody like Chelsea Handler going, "You chose power." And I like, yeah, kinda. I chose ability. Really deep down, I chose love. I chose love. And dragons don't hang out around people who choose power. The dragons hang out with people. So you should feel the root in the clipith beginning to condense and purify and calcify and purify and calcify. Somebody asks, this makes me want to get my ninja beauty body. We can set that as an intention. So that would be Kali Ma, like love, love. Because remember, Maleficent sits at Bina, and she understands. And we're only at CHESED. So Kali Ma is even more alpha times a billion. Or even just a million is good. And that is Ninja Buffy. Gaia Dero, like doesn't like that. That's severed divine femme. We're talking Maleficent, Ninja Maleficent. That's Kali Ma, and Kali Ma goes because she doesn't care what she looks like on the outside because she has to pick up all the dump truck from everybody else. Isis it's the same. Don't worry. Like Isis, Black Ray understands. Same. Mind blown. All right. So you should feel it coming through. It should start to bubble up at the bottom of the clipith through the root. Like it was condensed and now it's volcanoing. So we needed to set up a buildup of like the desire or the knowledge for why. Remember, Kali Ma understands. You need to understand. Like I don't care if Simon is an Indian entrepreneur or Elijah is an anorexic kit rat. Like that to me is like nothing. I'm of service and I'm a master, and I mastered true love. but they care on their end. And their actions are reflective 100% about what they see on the outside of me. Because they either barely pass Hode, or they're not really quite into actual Tiferet. So they haven't learned the real beauty lesson. All Seraphim women are allowed. Above the Wheelers. Okay, so now we're gonna set the grid. The metal wires will wrap around your central node. So you might feel like you have to step outside to a new form, because that's what we're doing. Oh, Alicia's other thought, like, you're not a real Ascended Master that can actually do things and stuff. You just think you are. I just cleaned out the clipit with Kelly and 3 little girls, plus more little girls. And not one Ascended Master in history ever did that. I do not wish to waste my energy receiving those thoughts. I wish to receive, yes, I will be of service. Yes, I am your slave unconditionally. Yes, I am your dude. Yes, I will do what you request. Yes. How do I be of service right now? Yes, I will drop everything to come and be of value. Yes, I will do that. Yes, I will get your coffee. Yes, I will buy you your computer. Yes, I will build Sora. Yes, we're going to buy all that land and build the biggest little farm. Yes, we will start recruiting all the little rape trade girls and put them in a 6th house environment for rehab so we can ascendio them into Hufflepuff right now. Yes, on this. Yes, on that. Yes, yes, yes. So their job is to say yes to us and not, Eowyn, I don't need to respond to you or even acknowledge your existence because you're homeless. You're not an Ascended Master. I know who I am. The beauty body. Start the grafting around the bones in your feet. So we're gonna, they're little cubes and they're wires. Man, even if this healing was a fraud, the whole point that we would even try to do it is exactly the reason why they're all trolls. Eowyn, I cannot give you what you seek. I feel like Misty's a famous ballerina, and even she feels this way. I can guarantee you. She's a famous ballerina that crossed the fucking abyss. Eowyn. And like, listen, I'm not actually racist. Like beauty to me comes in all skin colors and races. 100% times a billion. There are Muslim actresses that are like the most beautiful people in the world, and like Naomi Campbell's fucking gorgeous. Okay, so like, like I was a photo shoot person. I was the asshole in the back that nobody wants to take a picture of ever, but they want me to do the Photoshop and make them look pretty. That I have like 10,000 plus hours of that. Let me erase that wrinkle. Let me erase that pimple. I don't even like photoshopping my own pictures because ever, because I have such a, but I know what like real like fashion beauty looks like and what everybody is looking for in the fashion beauty world. Giuliano Bicor taught me how to see. Not Hathor. So just like Hathor sits up in Vina, like at the top. She's like, I understand. The goddess of fertility, like sex appeal and beauty. She understands. Like, there's a reason why Hathor is not incarnate right now on this planet. It's because like people like Simon and Elijah look at me like Eowyn instead of I will be of service. I'll be around. I'll drop my entire ego to get done what you want done. They're the same. They are the same. Simon kicked me out 2 weeks after I came to London, and I have records of him talking, saying all this stuff. So we start with you should start to feel your heat, like the heat in your feet lighting up. The other better reality is I don't mind if I was Eowyn. Like if I attracted a real Vigo, that would be a value. Like a Harry Potter. I haven't seen Vigo. like like at all. Not even close. I just got knife raped instead. Where's Vigo? So for older women, the beauty body, it might not produce like psychotic miracles, but it will use. That's the intention. The more in the clipeth you can go, the more it will use. Not like how Star controls the clipeth with gas and astral ectoplasma that stabs. I mean, what you are presently and currently in your DNA genomes connecting to from the bottom of your feet chakras. And now I'm hearing, you're such a fucking narcissist. Okay. I'm a narcissist? So the body, the beauty body, is just a more improved version of myself that I want. That's more Buffy. That it's good to have an intention set up. And then I remember Sunny Soriano, the way she moves when she does her aerial art performances. That so you should start to feel the energy from the bottom of the clipboard piping up and then coming up to your knees. And it should start grafting on the bones. This might take 7 years to build, but we start today. I'm really excited to get to the point where I can regrow limbs. That will be fun. And fix teeth and stuff. And then I hear little poor Elijah, you have clippeth face, and that's the reason why I don't love. So I'm feeling it almost making my bones into titanium. It's put the it's put the little metal graftings very tight, very, very tight. And I'm feeling it equalize in my body. Another movie for CHESED is Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. So we understand. as a master, I now lean in when people send me and deal with it instead of run and hide and cry. I still cry on the inside. Then I get to work. I love just that, like the fact that I have to send toxic gas out of my body. I really like Irene Adler. I don't like the Rachel McAdams version of Irene Adler. I like Rachel McAdams. Okay, just so we understand. She's gorgeous and but the woman who played Irene Adler in the Benedict Cumberbatch version of Sherlock, who is the woman. So it's very dark, very Luciferian. And she can deal with things like knife rape or other weird demonic stuff and look amazing doing it. Olivia Chang, that's another. Olivia Chang played a character in Marco Polo. That was the concubine, where she went to ninja warfare completely naked. And when I met Olivia, we had a discussion about this, and she was very insecure about what it presented and how it was perceived. And I go, that was one of the most empowering scenes of any movie for every feminist for infinity. I can go to ninja warfare, strip down naked, and look like Buffy the Vampire Slayer doing it. That's love. Now graph that all the way up the spine, starting at the coccyx. And you should look at your coccyx from the bottom of the clipit. And mine says, I'm going to get knife raped because of what Elijah Wood says in life. So now I break apart the energy in the coccyx. Sever. I put in implants that are like metal. They look like metal razor blades. And I go, Kali Ma or better. And then Verita serum. And then my coccyx goes as that starts to. So it's through each. Coccyx looks like a rattlesnake tail. So you will put those metal blades into each bone or in between each bone. And now it says, I might not get knife raped, but I will definitely have smelly, dirty underwear. That's what it says. Ew. And all right, so I'm letting those bone grafts go through the hips. I'm letting those bone grafts go through my lower vertebrae, my lower lumbar, my sacrum. Somebody says, can you put those metal blades through each of the different layers of the sacrum bone? Because it's broken up in 5. Yes. That's like a tin foil, though. And then the metal blades go through each vertebrae as a conduit. This woman is sick. So the beauty body. And you can do it, you need to break the energy out in the joints of your toes. It's for your beauty body, mental blades. It kind of feels like you're chopping your toes off, but you're not. You're actually. So now there's a reward where Elijah goes, this is what I want. Or Simon goes, this is what I want. So now they get rewarded for bad behavior. Like they left hand pathed us into being beautiful. So I'm feeling a little more grounded. Lucifer says you need to do it in the toenails too. He goes, color and shut up. You got to put it underneath the toenails. God. Elijah, I did not do this to you. You're just a schizophrenic. Doesn't matter how many psychics I went to for the last decade. That confirmed all of it. Or healers. Doesn't matter how I spent $100,000, $200,000 just to. How do I deal with that? Same, Simon. So you should start feeling it through your thoracic vertebrae. You guys are like, Cully Red, shut up. We all are dealing with this. I know. Like, I know. That's why we're doing this. Get it through the bones in your hand, the foil through the bones, each separate bone, and then like the razor blades through your joints. And you should do the foil through your bones of your feet. It should have an iridescent sheen that's pearly and blue. Get it in your elbows. Shoulders, the foil. The grafting around the bones of your arms, your forearms, your finger bones, your hand bones, so you can punch somebody and look like Galadriel doing it. And the rib cage in the back, And then the rib cage in the front. Your shoulders. My narcissist Slytherin sister is asking if she can do this too. Like, you can't even email me. You're welcome for all that, like, $300 Photoshop work. That was a market value of $5,000, where I became homeless and starved to death. But she believes in God, and I'm just a psychopath. I'm seeing a little bit of my Kali Ma self starting to come through. Thank God. Rib cage. Same thing with the voice and the vocal cords. Beautiful vocal cords. And they connect to your heart chakra. And then they have tentacles down to your diaphragm. And those tentacles have octopus rings that shoot a metal spear to wrap around your diaphragm and anchor in and never let go. Ever let go. Ever. There's a beautiful voice. Is part of it. I'm really excited to see what happens in the future. This is like Kylo Ren telling Rey that she's ugly after he just raped her. That's where we're at in life. Like Rey is gonna have a shit fit. Like, and then let that hip move forward, and your right hip move forward, and your left hip move forward. And then it starts to graft into your muscle system. And the cubes get a little bigger. Even in your hands. Not the cubes in your hands and feet and the muscles don't, they get smaller. Maybe there's a gradation effect. It's responsive design. Send that energy there and there. Somebody says I'm looking like a ninja right now. Here's the reality. I've taken like 3 classes and I can barely throw a punch. But I'm real excited to see what I'm going to be able to do in the future. I'm at where everybody in Ravenclaw is. Maybe I'm a little stronger. I take ballerina classes in the astral planes every night. I have dreams. I have dreams where I can do it all. That's what I want. That's a master right there. I can do it all. Star goes, I want to have it all. I go, I want to do it all. I want to be able to do it all. Like, God, please show me the way. And then Kali Ma shows up and then shows me. Because that's how Kali Ma is. I want to do it all. Yeah. Okay, the muscles in your... And then you get smart. And then you realize Mother Earth feels the same way. She wants to reward all the little ninja girls that look like crap. Especially if they're trying to like free her. Or all the little pretty girls that are weak. Like teach you Kabbalah and know how to defend yourself. And look good doing it. Period. I feel like Ali Wong is ready to come and join us. But I like Ali Wong in the astral planes. Okay. Getting it through. And I'm going to look at my Clipith face. I'm going to let it go. And then I go, I am just the broom, the duster. In the Beauty and the Beast. The one that's in love with Lumiere. And I go, sure, can you make me into the best duster in the world? And give me arms that can katana blade. Seriously. And give me a body that can do a round off back handspring back flip. Because Elijah would rather spend his time right now congratulating Simone Biles and telling her she's the best than dealing with the fact that he just knife raped me and left me to starve to death. Look at his Twitter. It's there. You know how many times Simon has refuted that I'm a master? Is it like 100 times a day in his own brain? You know how many times he says it out loud to me? Kali Ma, please help. All right. So we're going to start the grafting on the outside of the body. Because the real Belle, okay, so there's always like the real hero in a movie. So it's not Frodo, it was Gandalf. The guy that's like 2,000 years old that will die to save Frodo, just so Frodo can throw a ring into the lava pits. Okay. So, like, Gandalf, the old wise man that has thousands and thousands and thousands of years of experience and wisdom, knowledge, and love. But we focus on Frodo or Vigo. All right. So our reality context is so flawed because it's framed by the hero's journey that is currently at the present space. All right, the same thing is with Beauty and the Beast because the real beauty isn't Belle, it's the feather duster, the French housemaid that is a sex object. That's why she's a sex object. Like, because she wouldn't exist. She wouldn't exist as the sex object. If she was Belle. Okay. We're talking about the Vila girls in Harry Potter. Okay. That the French sex object that emanates Patronus butterflies into thin air and goes and make men faint just by doing that in life. I'm just so we're talking that kind of beauty in life. All right. Somebody saying, this is the world's best download by a million. And we know Mother Earth is like wanting the same thing. We're like Pandora plus Pixie Hollow. Ravenclaw understands. Feel it through your hands, through your feet, through your face. Now the story is this. I was painting myself blue. I was shaving my head. And I was all Gaybra. And I looked like an ugly nun. Like an old, ugly nun. Okay? And I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Looking like an ugly nun shaving her head. About to paint herself blue. To produce Gryffindor. And Elijah comes in with the knife for 5 minutes and slams me. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror, looking like a renunciate ugly nun, shaving off my head, shaving off my hair. And I had aged 20 years because I'm in Gaybra. And he's knife raping me for 5 minutes. And I vowed to myself that I would never forget the grotesqueness of that event. Ever. His reptile. Let me take a deep breath in and let the grafting go through our brain and our pituitary. Oh, we don't have a pituitary. Our pituitary is at our vagina. So we plug it in through the pituitary at our vagina, through our central nervous system. If you want to make it your clit, you can. Or just your vagina. And then our pineal is our heart chakra. Oh no, our pineal is our clit. And you can feel it drop through. And this is through the bottom of the clipper. This is through the bottom of the clipper. And then, so we have a certain magic every time you masturbate. It rejuvenates. Like your god, like you would get out of meditation and energy work. So that. And then you feel the stuff through your feet. And you put it around your butt. I have weird energy pockets at my butt. And I kind of hear him say, Eowyn, I can give you everything you want and more. And I don't believe it, because tomorrow I'm going to hear like 5 other reptile criticisms in my brain from him and from Simon. Okay. Get it through the arms. Now graft it around the vagina, the dragon tail. Oh, what the fuck is the end point of the dragon tail is like your heart chakra. This is like the end, the tip is your heart chakra. And then it purifies. I'm still feeling the growth. So that's the crap that Star puts out. Youthing ceremony. So at the bottom of the clip, that's her energy. Give me money. Night, Brave. And then we put all that tea fruit honeycomb on the dragon tail. So even like the lowest of your low selves, at the worst, is Hufflepuffed healed. It's like Buffy style. Even the tip. The tip of my dragon tail should be 1,000 times more beautiful than Elijah Wood. On the inside and out. Through what everybody else sees. And then I go, Elijah's not even that beautiful. And then I go, Kit Harington or Jamie Bell. Some people are like Brad Pitt. Okay, so like it didn't work in fashion photography. Kelly's gonna be really excited when I come and live with her. we're gonna Ravenclaw up this place. All right. So now we just got the bone grafting set. Is that magic? Work it through the feet, work it through the feet, work it through the feet. And then do the same mental body install that we did before. So we have 5 layers of metal mesh this time. Smaller boxes in, bigger boxes out. On the outside of the body. Like the bottom of my foot. Should be 1,000 times more beautiful than every single human on the planet. Except for the girls doing this beauty body thing. If you're trans or middle sex and you got above the wheel, yeah, you too. It's harder a lot for trans and middle sex to do it because a lot of time they get caught up in their identity instead of like work. But I understand. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. All right. So I'm getting that first layer of the mental grafting on the outside of my body, including my vagina, and then dragon tail. Then we're gonna pour Vereda serum in our bones. In our knees, in the bones of our face, through our spine, Vereda serum through the hands and the fingernails. We want to be honest about what we create in life through the teeth. And then we're going to do a pearlescent inlay honeycomb on that first level of the mental body that we just set up. So we begin to sparkle just a little bit more. Somebody goes, Cully Wren, you're not the star. You're Cully Ma. Yeah, it's same, like, I'm the piece of shit that poops the star out for somebody else. Yes. It's like, I'm either Cully or something else. In the Ensophic ethers. Okay. It's creepier when you go, I might not even be Cully. Like, I don't need that. Okay. That's the first pearlescent, and now you're going to put on the Ravenclaw hot pink paste all over that pearlescent goo. All over your hands. This is the basis of the Ravenclaw lasagna. And you should see the tail porcupine out and then wrap a metal mesh around the tail. And then we put the Gryffindor candy apple red on that tail. Because we're smart. Just our A&R marks. All of our A&R marks work goes into the tail. Not into the spacey ethers, the tail. Okay. That's a very important lesson. Kelly's such a nerd. I'm really excited. This is going to be amazing. I'm the same. And the tip of the tail, dump it in the candy apple red. And then dump it in the Gryffindor lasagna. And then dump it in the Ravenclaw lasagna. So the pearly white honeycomb, salviohexia, with the hot pink paste. Oh, life. All right. Now we do another layer of the mental body. Through the spinal column and the central nervous system, porcupined out through our brain. I keep getting the download about what Ravenclaw really is. So we now have another metal mesh surrounding our body through each toe. Sometimes we have fungus on our toes or wounds. And then we put the salviohexia and then the Ravenclaw pink. Let it move around. We're going to put an intelligentsia charm. We're going to first put an aloe honeycomb gel. And it's going to be a petri dish. And then put the aloe in your stomach and your diaphragm. And then put those mental bodies at your vocal cords also. And you can do each organ because we understand health by now. And then you should feel your tail, the bottom of your tail exploding pooping out a bunch of shit. It's pooping out shit. until it's pooping out mother's milk, vanilla marshmallow cream with the honeycomb. Keep letting it go. And then we have the aloe. I was gonna say Alvia Alfaro, or she's the dragon artist that does all the cute little baby dragons that are beautiful. So there's a grid or a teaching that comes with putting the aloe on that second layer of the mental body here at the tail for youthing. And get it around the end. I have a horn tail. Okay. Allow. Allow. Around the head. And then Lucifer goes, Collie hurry up. I want my dragon bath. So I'm going to pee on you right now. So Lucifer pees, or your dragon might pee on your aloe. We don't know what kind of magic that is. But it falls down the aloe petri dish. And then we're going to pour in Intelligentsia charm in each cell of this petri dish. Through the dragon tail, make sure that the dragon tail is pooping out that Intelligentsia charm. Each tentacle on my horn tail, each spike should be more intelligent than a ledge wood. Through the bottom of the clippeth. Should be more intelligent than Simon, who's a genius. I went to Eton, Oxford, and Cambridge. Okay, so that's where I want my spikes of my dragon tail to be that intelligent. All right, it's pooping out white marshmallow. All right. Next. The Veritaserum charm in each cell. Some of you guys have already done it. I'm going to gunk it on. Next, a quantum mechanics charm. It's kind of like gray. It's a dark gray But it's for real. It's real nerds. And then I should start vibing like a gray or better, but with like Ravenclaw love. And then I pour on the Ascended Master charm. The sparkly blue, slate blue, Cinderella. Everyone's gonna come up. This is all just a hoax. I'm just a loser. It should be bubbling up right now. And you try to get that Ascended Master charm through the dragon tail. And then make sure that Ascended Master charm gets on your hands and through each cell. So if you have to masturbate in life, that you're doing it like an Ascended Master. Because God knows. God knows. And then we make sure that the dragon tail is pooping out the Ascended Master charm. And then Lucifer might put dragon shit on the Ascended Master tail to ground it and fertilize it with deeper dragon magic. And that's okay. Lucifer says A&R level poop or better. I like that in life. And then we put in our Yoda balls. Should be lots of little green Yodas. or Yoda balls, or Yodas with Jedi swords, or Yodas with Jedi swords playing with Yoda balls. You might not be an Archangel Jedi yet, but the goal is definitely to get there. So we always want it. We always say yes to the Yoda balls magic. Okay. And you should feel those tentacles that plug into your diaphragm poke out and then create the metal mesh like it does around that dragon egg. Then put that Cobra Acid Yoda Balls charm at your diaphragm. You might feel all the knife rape still come up. That's why Lucifer put all that dragon A&R level dragon shit at your tail. And now we're going to pour on the virtue juice. You heard me. It's virtue juice. That's going to go into every cell of your body. And when it hits the dragon shit on your tail, it starts to glow and light up. Like an alchemical reaction. It says, I'm definitely going to get knife raped. So that's the energy that's still popping up. And then it goes, no, in the heart. I'm gonna get knife raped in the heart. Now, Ravenclaw is above the heart, so we're okay with that. And the other component is the heart is the bottom of our tail. Do that pun. Through the bottom of the clippeth. Yeah. Our heart is the bottom of our tail. Okay, so because a woman in the female master vibe doesn't care about their heart really that much because they're too engrossed in cerebral brilliance and the supernals than trolling around with whatever is on this planet looking for love where they ain't gonna find any. Melza said it best. The pickings are slim. She didn't say it like that, but that's what she meant in life. And I argued with her. I argued, like, what is on the outside is just a reflection of what is on the inside. And I want to rewrite it to, like, a reflection to how we feel about ourselves, not about who we actually are. That. So, somebody says wash your mouth out with soap charm. Yeah, because I want to stop swearing. Or I want to stop saying things that are not 100% mind-blowingly brilliant. Boom. That. First lines matter. Wash your mouth out with soap charm. And then you might want the not cheap charm. That's just a sewed. And that's like your clippeth now. Because there's literally nothing you're doing in life that ain't cheap. Wait, did I say that right? There's nothing you're doing in life that ain't priceless. Especially if you're watching this video. Especially if you watched all the others. And then it begins to compute. I want to wash a fumbling my words. charm. If I fumble my words, it's a priceless pun. That ain't cheap. Somebody's developing the self-awareness. I can be 500 billion times more advanced than every other human on the planet. Yeah, that or something better. Forever. Now we're going to put the Jaguar charm on our body. The Jaguar bodysuit charm. But there's an iridescence to it. So you put on the pearl coating, iridescence. And then around the tail, or the bottom of the tail, needs to begin to glow. Pearl iridescence. Coat it, coat it, coat it. Make it poop out. The Jaguar charm. Pull it out. And then you might stop feeling the knife right on your vagina. Because it pulls the Jaguar rug to your vagina. um, Parade serum. Now, we pour on the no means no neon orange goo charm. Yeah. Into each cell of that petri dish. And then we can pour on a lemon meringue custard to fill in the holes in your energetic body. It's built to pattern break everything. And we put on that meringue coat. And then we put on a marshmallow fluff over that meringue coke. Did I say meringue coke? There's a reason. It turns into a powder that gives you energy. I'm gonna pour on a seraphim charm, like Buffy ninja legs, Buffy ninja body. If you're more a Hashmali, you might go stripper ninja body. Or Dom. I don't mind being the cute little Buffy. Actually, I prefer that one. Do you understand the difference between red and blue? So I'd rather have the little bit of masculine than just the femme. Oh, get that going through. All right, we have 3 more layers. Dump it on right now. 3 more layers of the mental body. 3 metal layers of graphs, cubes around your body. It's taking some time at my right foot. Can you put on the Grow Organically with Time charm on this? Yes. Yes. Oh man. All right. We almost got the third layer on the full body. Now pour the pearl salviohexia on each layer, on the inlay between each layer of the mental body. And we're going to make sure we're dumping this in virtue juice and inner beauty. God, I feel like a gross troll. And make sure your brain wires connect to all those layers of the mental bodies. Okay. Now we're gonna take what, some people are needing to get it on their tail. The spikes of their tail if they have a horn tail. You're gonna put the Griffin Blue Jedi Patronus charm on that. Like Gabra. Gabra is at the tip of your tail. The Gabra egg is the bottom of your tail. It's like a brick wall. 75 million. Like I found an air self, like an airbender version of myself that just popped through. And then wants to sit in my lap and melt into me. She goes, I love, but I have knife rape still. So we Cobra acid that out at the vagina. Those elemental selves are just Malkuth. Just know that. Put a Cobra acid salviohexia underwear on her. Okay. And on the metal mesh inlays, we have the golden honeycomb salviohexia. Maybe different layers or resolutions. Maybe not. Charlie likes the different layers or resolutions. All right. Now paint it with the Ravenclaw blue gel all around you. Including your tail. And then we're gonna put on one more pearly coat of white. Salvia hexia honeycomb. Around us. And then make sure you get it wrapped around that last tail. And then put the hot pink paste on. Five more. So we're our Ravenclaw lasagna. You should see the Ravenclaw lasagna on your dragon tail and at your feet. You should buy Ravenclaw lasagna organic socks if you can. And make sure every time you put your feet in them, it just adds another layer to the beauty body. Okay. So starting to feel a little bit more like Elle Woods. With no makeup, just with nothing. Even if we're old, okay? We just feel way better because we just revitalized our entire existence. And we pour the vitality juice on us and the youthing juice. I like vitality and health. That and in my body charm. And it says vitality equals knife rape. Okay, so Vitality right now is coated with knife rape. That's pretty bad. We're gonna have to fix that in some of our Ravenclaw books. Okay. Should be coated Vitality equals A&R, not knife rape. Vitality equals A&R levels through your crown chakra. And it poops out through the dragon tail. And a dragon might pop out through the dragon tail. Right now it's Ren going, I am not a ascended master. You haven't even done my brick book. Yeah. I know. So through the teeth. Now we're going to times whatever we did by 50. Up and out. And down. Somebody's saying they want to buy 50 layers of the Ravenclaw lasagna socks. Or 50 Ravenclaw lasagna socks. Yeah. So remember that. Get organic. Get the best. If you can find it. All right. Hot pink nails, hot pink toes, toenails, gels. Just imagine it. And they have rattlesnake Vereda arm charm. Is that the worst? You should be Sigourney Weaver in the movie Holes instead of the dipshit trolls. Dipshit troll boys. Rattlesnake poison. Then we go cobra poison. And it's black gels. Ravenclaw. Come on, you guys. Claw. All right, so we're doing that making sure that those 50 compounding layers to everything we just did sets in our grid. And then we're going to do that Gryffindor lasagna, but with the hot pink paste on the inset, or in the cubes, the cubicles. And then we're going to put the Ravenclaw gels on each of the 50 layers. And just remember, our third eye pituitary is our vagina. So that will definitely manifest. Like, that's our intent at the bottom of the clipeth. I feel Kelly going, die. Mm. Mm. And then we're going to pour our Grow Organically with Time Charm in each layer. And then it's going to have that pearlescent opal-y sheen on the inside of all the Ravenclaw blue gels. Now I don't care if I'm ugly. Ever. I'd rather be an ugly ascended master than a beautiful troll. Always. Nobody understands, ever. But my whole college was me dressed up in sweats and acne and hair up and frizzled and frazzled, and me at the painter easel, doing my work all day long, every day. And people would comment like, "You really let yourself go in life," and I go, "I don't care." And I would do this experiment. I would dress up sometimes, and I would get the acne on my face, and I'd do my hair, and I would dress up and do my nails. And I would walk around town and I would see if people treated me better when I looked good versus when I looked like Clifford's face. That Grow Organically with Time Charm starts to coat everything in. And then we're gonna do one more layer in between each of those 50 inlays, compounding inlays. And it's gonna be a Ravenclaw blue, but with blue flame. And we make sure that it gets to our feet, our bottom of our feet, the bottom of our eggs. And maybe we want to buy some blue with blue flame socks to remember that one. And maybe both. Some of you guys are saying, Color Ren, I'm so dumb. This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning of Ravenclaw, and this is only our second mental body. And it's the beauty body. Because when you have the first layer of the mental body, where you can be fully aware of everybody's thoughts and consciousness about how ugly you are, you definitely you definitely want to set up that second mental body to be the beauty body. Okay. And then High Priestess of the Silver Star, Ravenclaw intelligence. 50 layers of that intelligentsia on my beauty body. Charm. Because at the end of the day, I would rather be Galadriel and Elijah Wood be Frodo than to be Arwen and Elijah Wood be Vigo. And that is Frodo. And we are out. Color Ren.